Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's alright today. It is Wednesday, June 21st. Currently it's 67 degrees and the high today is only going to be 68, so it's going to feel pretty good today. Might rain though, 65% chance, and it's a little windy, 8 mile per hour. Hadn't been that much in a while. Okay. Well, I went to the dentist yesterday and got everything done. I was there almost 15 more minutes. It would have been 3 hours is how long it took. And the dentist worked on me the whole time too. I mean, she didn't, like, sometimes they'll work on you and say, okay, I'll be right back, and have you sit there while she goes to another one, or something, and does something, and then comes back. But I got it all done, and if you can tell, if y'all have been watching me a long time, you would know that one of these teeth was sticking up higher than others because the other ones have chipped off, mainly because of the meds I've been on for years, make my enamel soft, making it soft, and so I'm real happy. If you can tell, y'all been watching. They look a lot. I mean, there's night and day's difference in it. So I'm very happy. She said she didn't know I had partials, and when I got them there, and she said, you're going to need partials. And I said, well, I've already got them. I said, be honest with you, I hadn't been wearing them. And she said if I continue to chew with my front teeth, it's going to wear them out, basically. Front teeth are for biting, not really for chewing. So I need to try to start wearing my partials again. And she said they probably won't fit if I haven't been wearing them for a long time, but I can go. I've already got an appointment for November to have them cleaned. If they hurt bad, I guess I could go before then and have them adjusted, but she said they'll probably need adjusted. And but she was real happy with what she did here, and I certainly am, because the other ones were like jagged. They had places in them, and they were starting to get cavities, where they were broke. And she also said I'm losing some bone mass in my jaw. I don't know, on both sides, or one side or one, I can't remember. But she said that could lead to something. What can you do about that? I mean, I don't know what you could do about that when you don't have teeth there. How you keep getting bone loss or anything, but she said it could lead to something. She had initials for it, and I can't remember what it was, so I don't know what even can be done about that. But so I mean, it did take a long time, and it was kind of torturous at times. she numbed it, but sometimes it was hurting a little bit, but I could have told her that it was hurting some, and she would have given me another shot. But I really, unless it was super painful, I just wanted to get it over with. I didn't feel like another shot. I don't like those shots, even though they numb you, but I didn't feel it bad, so I just toughed it out, So, I'm going to try to do, I always say this, I'm going to try to do the right thing, but I've never gone ahead and made an appointment for my next cleaning whenever I've had stuff done, and then I don't go, until something's wrong. And that's not the way to do. So I went ahead and made the appointment, and it's in November. It's already been a month since I made it. I made it at the first appointment when they cleaned my teeth. So, I'm already committed to having them cleaned again and checked. And maybe I can get used to, or maybe I hope my partials still fit without having to get them adjusted, but I have a feeling I probably will have to. But I just thought I'd let y'all know what was going on with it. There was a lot to do. I mean, every tooth that was cracked down here, like I said, had started a cavity in it. And I don't know, she sprayed this stuff on my teeth, upper and lower. That was nasty, whatever it was. And then she built them up or smoothed them out or something. But they look a lot better down here. I'm very, very happy about that. So anyway, I'm good for a while, unless I want to go ahead, unless I try on my partials and decide to go before the next cleaning, I'm good for a while. So glad that's over with. Today, Logan wants to start Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews on Thursday now. Any day is fine with me, you know, so that's no problem. So it'll be Thursday. And so today, there'll be a Food City haul. We went and got one of those, we went for Swaggerty sausage, but we ended up getting some other things, of course. It always happens. And they're the only place in town that I can find I haven't looked at Publix, but they're real high anyway, but not really any higher than Food City. Food City's about as high as they are. But the Wild Mike's Pizza, those things are fantastic. So check that out today. That haul, I got some other neat stuff there. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna have these tonight. That I was talking about. Well, that's in the haul, and it hadn't come out yet from an Aldi. We went to Aldi to get some things, and I got some of that. It's rotisserie. It's pulled chicken. They have pulled pork. It's rotisserie chicken, pulled chicken. You know, rotisserie chicken, and I'm gonna make some subs, and I'm gonna put that on there, and I'm gonna put smoky cheddar slices on them, and then I'm gonna wrap them in foil and bake them, and then get them out when they're ready, and then put some toppings on it, you know, and then have those. And we're gonna have, I also got something they don't usually have at Aldi, very, very off. They've hardly ever have I seen them, maybe 3 times, and that's onion rings. They'll get a bunch of them in. They don't put them in the shelf like with the other, I mean, you know, in the same freezer as the other regular stuff. That tells you right there they're probably not going to have them after that. But they get a bunch of them in and put them in this other freezer, and then when they're gone, basically they're gone. So I don't know why they do that, but they only get them about once or twice a year. At ours, anyway. But if you can find them, they're really good. They're gourmet onion rings, it says on them. And I think they did actually have a beer battered one sometime, but I haven't seen those in years. So we're having pulled chicken subs and onion rings tonight. That'll be really good. Okay, on today's Tidbits, everybody. I remember, I've talked about this several times, and I think it was like maybe a week ago or something. I was saying, you know what? I never have heard anything about that actor that went missing in the mountains when there's a lot of snow and stuff, you know, it happened. And I couldn't remember his name. And it's funny then, today there's one in the Tidbits about him. It says, search resumes for British actor months after he goes missing. And it's Julian Sands. Now you can probably recognize him. He was in some like scary movies. I think one was called Warlock. Like he was like a warlock, like a witch or whatever, warlock. He was in several of those, and he's been in lots of other stuff too. Kind of plays a bad guy in a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's him. And it says, according to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, search efforts for British actor Julian Sands resumed on Saturday in Southern California mountains. Over 80 search and rescue volunteers, deputies, and staff searched for Sands, but they were unsuccessful. He was reported missing by his family on January 13 in the San Gabriel Mountains. That's a long time ago, you know. And they couldn't search them because of the weather, you know, because of all the snow. So, and if you haven't heard about this one, this is really crazy too, y'all. And I was just talking to Joe about this from Joe's garden and Joe's outdoor places yesterday. And it's deep sea craft with 5 people missing in Atlantic, search underway. What it is they were wanting to go in one of these things, or they did, to look at the wreck of the Titanic. You know, and and he said they, I guess he read it somewhere that they paid $250,000 each to do this in this submarine thing. It says a rescue operation was underway deep in the Atlantic Ocean on Monday in search of a technologically advanced submersible vessel carrying 5 people to the wreckage of the Titanic. The vessel was reported overdue Sunday night, and today's Wednesday. Sunday night, about 435 miles south of St. John's, Newfoundland. The Coast Guard stated that the craft had submerged Sunday morning. And, it's real doubtful it would have enough oxygen for days, so it's really bad. Stay lightning safe with these tips as fatalities rise. They have a lot of them in here about lightning fatalities. National Lightning Safety Awareness Week reminds us to be cautious during thunderstorms, and recent fatalities due to lightning strikes stress the need to be aware of weather conditions. Experts advise avoiding beach visits, boating, and outdoor sports. Seek shelter when thunder is heard, and wait for 30 minutes after the last clap of thunder. And it says Solstice spark summer's grand arrival. The official beginning of summer, or June solstice, occurs on June 21, 2023 at 10:58 a.m. EDT. It is the longest day of the year with maximum daylight. It is when the sun reaches its highest point in the sky as Earth's axis is most inclined towards the sun. In the southern hemisphere, the June solstice marks the shortest day in the beginning of winter. So it's reversed. Okay. See if we have time. Yeah, we got time for some nice news. Postcard from Mars. Rover image shows the red planet at different times of day. NASA's Curiosity Mars rover is letting us Earthlings know how life on the red planet is going with a postcard recently released by the space agency. The postcard image is actually 2 black and white shots stitched together and then colorized to show what Mars looks like at 2 different times of day, 9:20 a.m. and 3:40 p.m. Mars time on April 8th. Anyone who's been to a national park knows the scene looks different in the morning than it does in the afternoon. Curiosity engineer Doug Ellison, who planned and processed the images, said in a press release. Capturing 2 times of day provides dark shadows because the lighting is coming in from the left and the right, like you might have on a stage, but instead of stage lights, we're relying on the sun. Though spring was springing in the Earth's western hemisphere at this time, Curiosity captured the pictures. It was wintertime on Mars, a time of lower dust that contributed to even deeper shadows in the final image. Mars shadows get sharper and deeper when there's low dust and softer when there's lots of dust. Okay, this is how I want to live inside Amsterdam's sustainable floating neighborhood. I don't know how that'd work in a hurricane or something, though. You've all likely heard of houseboats, but entire neighborhoods on water are a bit less common. Last year, Nice News reported on a proposed eco-friendly floating community in South Korea, and now we're covering one that's already up and thriving in Amsterdam. Called Schoonship, I guess. The communal living space was conceived of and developed over a decade, with the first neighbors taking up occupancy in 2019. It comprises 46 households on 30 arcs that are built on a canal and attached to a jetty. There, 144 people coexist, even sharing electric cars and bikes and jointly purchasing food. I thought, this is how I want to live, Marjan de Block, a TV producer who came up with the idea for Schoonship after researching sustainable housing for work, told Positive News. It was an answer to questions I didn't even know I had, but I was looking for a way to live more socially and sustainably. The neighborhood is fitted with 516 solar panels, green roofs, and smart grid construction. It's even home to a bee hotel. Hey, I got one of those. A structure that provides a nesting place for certain wild buzzards. Click the link below to see more, I guess. Let's see if we've got a quote of the day. Here it is. It's from Oprah Winfrey. Step out of the history that is holding you back. Step into the new story you are willing to create. All right, everybody, that's going to be it today for Morning Coffee Break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. And check out the Food City Hall later on, everybody. Thanks for watching, and God bless.